The ironic thing was Polite was able to eat that meat, man.
Yeah, well, that's
You know, he was able to eat that meat. He saw it, man.
There's always
But he
an
choked
exception.
on it. He acknowledged it, but he choked on it.
Yep.
But he saw it. You know.
Yeah,
He ate it, but he really couldn't digest it. You know.
yeah. That Greek word broma, as we read down more into it, it says as solid food, or that which. Now listen to this, or that which delights and truly satisfies the mind. Ooh. So that's what meat is.
Wow.
And we're going to make a statement, an edict, all right? Not everyone in this thing of ours can eat meat. It's just that simple, all right? The Cornelius issue, that's meat. The rape issue, that's meat. And there's other issues that will present themselves.
We took the meat, the Cornelius meat, and you know how your mother takes steak when you're young and she cuts it up into bite-sized pieces?
Yep.
We cut it up in a nugget for you niggas, man. and we spoon-fed you, man.
That's
and you're
right.
still choking off of it, man.
That's
you
right.
haven't grown. And hey, let's look at Nate. His whole camp are up here in the north where it gets cold at. Them guys took the whole winter off, man. Now, please give me a scripture saying that you don't got to take winters off. I like to know that scripture, man, so I can take next winter off. Okay? Because it's cold out there. And understand you don't want to go out there. But guess what? We go out there because it's in the scriptures, man. In season, out of season. Are you familiar with that scripture?
Well, I got a scripture where it says, I got a scripture where the Most High pretty much curse out anyone that don't go out in the cold. This is and do the work. This is Proverbs 20:4. It says, the sluggard will not plow by reason of the cold. Now,
So guess what? All you guys that took winter off, you fell off. You fell off, brother. Brother, you fell off. You fell off, brother.
that's right. The Hebrew word there for sluggard is,
Sarnetta fell off too, because he took the winter off.
yeah, he took
You
the
know,
winter.
Sarnetta, you took the winter off too, man, so you fell off.
That's right. The Hebrew word there for sluggard is itazal, and it says sluggish, lazy. And that's what you guys were being, man. You were being lazy, man. You're laying down on the job. That's why.
That's because you have a sluggard for a leader.
That's right.
Mr. Prim and Proper himself.
Yeah.
Nate, the Shakespearean cat, you know?
Hey, so you're fired, all right?
And we didn't fire you. The Most High fired you,
Yeah,
man.
how about
we
you?
just the guys that's giving you the pink slip.
Yeah.
Okay?
We're giving you the message.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus 10 and 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered.
Well, that proves he's not wise, because he didn't instruct his students to. Well, he should have known this scripture, right? Ain't he Mr. Scripture Man, yep. King Nate? You know, Baron Samedi himself. Why didn't he know this scripture? Proverbs 20:4. The sluggard will not plow by reason of the cold. And before you get simple, the word plow there is a metaphor for doing the work. And the scripture that backs that up is Luke, the book of Luke 9:62, where the Lord compares this work to plowing.
Yep. It says, verse 2, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited.
Yeah, he's an unwise king. He destroyed his people.
This is back in Revelation 10 and 9, verse 9. And I went unto the angel and said unto him, give me the little book. And he said unto me, take it and eat it. It's talking about the scriptures. And eat it up. And it shall make thy belly bitter, but it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey. See, a lot of guys come in there, they get the garments, they get all into the Israelite thing. But then that winter come and they hoping like the head man say you don't got to go out in the winter times. See, that's part of the bitter part, man. Look up the word bitter in the blue letter.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Because you gotta be able to accept whatever it is that the Lord sends your way. And you just pray to Yahweh Shem Yahushua to give you the spirit to deal with it.
Yeah, the word bitter, the Greek word there is pikrino. We've gone through this before. To make bitter, to produce a bitter taste in the stomach. To embitter, exasperate. Render angry, indignant. To visit with bitterness, to grieve, deal bitterly with. Like when we're out there in the cold, that's bitter, man.
Yeah, especially out there in Chi-Town, man.
Oh, hell yeah.
I got to give it to them guys out there in Chi-Town. Brothers out, them GMS brothers out there dealing with that cold. It was cold. It's cold out here, too. It's cold out here, too.
Yeah.
But, see, that makes it gets so cold and bitter out there. They call it the bitter cold, right?
Yeah.
It gets so cold and bitter out there that you get angry, man. And see, when the man gets angry, he don't want to do a particular thing no more. So Nate said, you know what? Let me not let them go out in the winter because when the springtime come, I'm going to lose half of my guys. Because you're not out there. You're not out there with them. That's right. You see? So they're going to get mad. See, all you and General Yohan is about is the numbers, man. And that the more people that you have, that's the more dollar signs. That's why, hey, Tazariak, where's that in the scriptures where you're supposed to allow Muslims and Kemetic people into your Passover and have them eat that lamb? The scriptures speak about eating the lamb unworthy or eating unworthily, meaning partaking of that Passover unworthily, man. You just can't have any nigga in the street because you know he's an Israelite. Let him eat of that lamb. That's a solemn assembly, man. That's a sacred gathering, man. Why do you think Yahweh Shai only had 12 other men with him? And one of the men was a devil, but it was part of that plan. It was part of that plan, Yeah,
and speaking of, like Elder Apostle Tar just mentioned about you gave them guys a winter off because by the springtime you would lose probably half of them or a few of them. Now that, when you go back into the history, Hannibal, when he went to sack Rome, him and his men went through, I forget what the name of those mountains were, the Alps mountains, and it was cold as hell up there. I believe it was the Alps. Yeah. They were warriors. They were rough warriors. We said, but the weakest ones of them perished in that cold, and only the strongest ones made it to the other side. And those are the ones that went up against Rome.
Well, that's why the Russians are so tough, because of the winters that they endure. And, back in the past, your measure of toughness was measured by the winter.
Yeah,
that's right. People in the olden days, they'd speak, 5 winters ago.
Gad.
Gad.
Yeah, Gad always referred to a year as a winter because if you made it past the winter, because if you had babies in the wintertime, you had a handful of babies, half of them babies might die off. And the ones that survive, they're the strongest babies. If you're a certain age, you're old, you most likely died in the wintertime, man.